problem 5. So problem 5 is identifying a right triangle. So problem 5 is identifying a right triangle. So basically it's going backwards from our Pythagorean theorem. That's why it's called the converse. Converse is going backwards. So if we start out with this theorem, if we start out with 3 sides of a triangle, can we get to a right triangle? Well, the only way we can do that is if we take those 3 numbers, 3 sides. They could just list us 3 numbers and see if that's a right triangle. Does that form a right triangle? So if you want to, you can draw one and label it 10, 11, 13. And remember this, on a triangle, if I have 3 numbers, that means if I draw a triangle, just like this one, the smallest side will be the smallest number, right? So that would be 10 would go here. The middle number would be the middle side, and the longest is always the hypotenuse, which is across from the right angle. So the biggest number is always going to be the hypotenuse. So you're going to take your 2 smaller numbers, and you're going to square them, and you're going to take your largest number, you're going to square that, and then you're going to see if the 2 smaller numbers that are squared add up. 2 smaller numbers squared add up to the largest number squared. Okay, and if it's true, so this would be 100, this would be 121, and this would be 169. And I'm going to see if these 2 smaller ones add up to the bigger one squared, which this does not, right? Those do not add up to 169, so this would not be a right triangle. But if it does, like a 3, 4, 5, if I square these, I get 9, I get 16, that does equal 25. So that means this triangle is a right triangle. All right? So that's what leads us to identifying a right triangle. So problem number 5 would be that. And here's an example down here. So here are my 3 numbers. So that means that the biggest number is my hypotenuse. So that is C. So you can label this A, you can label this B, it doesn't really matter. But the biggest number is going to be C. So if I take 13, square it, plus 84 squared, I want to see if that equals 85 squared. So on my calculator, I'm going to square 13, which is 169. I'm going to square 84, which I don't know, but 84 squared is 7,056, and 85 squared is 7,225. And now I'm just going to add these up and see if it equals this. So 169 plus 7056 does indeed equal 7225. So it does match. So yes, 13, 84, and 85 make a right triangle. Okay, so you don't even have to draw a triangle. If you want to draw a triangle, you can. Just label the small one the smallest number, medium one the medium number, and always across from the right angle will always be the largest number, 85, which is your C, your hypotenuse. Okay, so that's how you identify a right triangle. So here's your example. There's your 3 sides. Which one is the hypotenuse? Okay, and then go ahead and see if this equals a right angle. Use the Pythagorean theorem. And you're testing this. You're testing, do these 2 smaller ones squared add up to the bigger one squared? Okay? All right, that's it for this one. Sorry, that was actually problem 4, not problem 5. Sorry.